Here we are again, guys, and another game to scratch off the list. Since I didn't fuck up my last review, I thought, hey, let's try our luck again. And after many hours of working on not forgetting to press record, I finally made it. Here is my review of The Devil in Me. As always, I will start with an introduction of the story for people that have not yet experienced the game that don't care for spoilers. But if you are one of those that care for that and don't want anything spoiled, which I totally understand since I am the same, I suggest you skip to this timestamp below. In The Devil in Me, we get introduced to 5 characters that are part of a filmmaker team that focuses on documentaries of different serial killers. It seems like they aren't happy with the rating of the show, and like an angel sent from heaven, they receive a mysterious call inviting them to a replica of the serial killer H.H. Holmes' murder castle. After packing their things into a limo, they are asked to give away their phones during their visit so no cops will interfere with all the fun activities we will experience on the island. Woo! After a very long hike, they finally arrive at H.H. Holmes' murder castle, and this is where our story begins. First off, this story is actually based on a true crime story about the serial killer H.H. Holmes, who lured his victims into a converted house full of death traps in Chicago in the late 19th century, which I think is kind of a great addition to the game. So, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are good, but it feels like it's a little below the other Dark Pictures games, since I noticed that the lip sync was not the greatest, and in the game where there's a lot of dialogue, it seems like lip sync is something that is important, but what do I know? I felt that all the actors did a good job on acting out their characters, especially Jessie Buckler, who plays as Kate in the game. It was just a joy watching her work. It felt genuine and real. The characters look good except for the eyes. It feels like sometimes their eyes are fixed in a position and therefore it looks like they're staring into the dark nothingness of space. And sometimes when they clearly should react, they don't react at all. Come on, let's go. What the fuck? Maybe a reaction right now. He's leaving you on the island. Or just stand there. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the question. That's the spark. Okay, let's not react at all. Let's just fucking keep on drinking. What the hell is going on, man? We're doing as Mama always say. Follow the blood. Okay, yeah. I'm freaking the fuck out.
It's just blood.
Just blood?
What?
Are you kidding me?
You're jumping to conclusions.
There's a puddle of blood. Other than that, the facial expressions are good. The developers added some new game mechanics to the game, like climbing, move containers, and even crawling. Becoming a real boy gets closer and closer. They introduced this by having us do, if you remember me mentioning, the very long hike, which felt like it never ended. As you probably noticed, I don't like hikes very much. And finally, we can jog in this game instead of walking slightly faster, like in previous Dark Picture games. This was a good addition in my opinion, so keep doing that. When it comes to movement overall, it feels a bit sluggish. The animation don't flow smoothly into each other. That is even more clear when you're heading for an item in the distance and you release the right stick on the controller when you're supposed to release it, but the characters in the game just move right over the item. So then you have to turn around and fiddle with the stick to find the right position to interact with the item. This is not a big problem, but it disrupts the immersion. How many times have you seen a person move to pick something up, ended up passing the item, then they circle jerk around the item for a minute until they finally kneel down and grab the item? Oh shit, I missed the item. Why can't I grab it still? Oh fuck me, I'm getting too close. Jesus. There we go, finally. Ooh, I'm wondering what kind of amazing secret this could be. Just grab it already. Yeah, flip it also.
Oh, like and subscribe.
We also have inventory now. 4 slots down in the left corner for each character that made me excited in the beginning, but then I realized that these don't do anything for the game. You can pick up different items, but you can only use them at fixed points and therefore it didn't do much for me. When I saw the inventory, I thought that maybe there would be certain items that can be missed that actually impact the story, but that is not the case as far as I know. It is a little sad that the items don't really have a big impact on the game. For example, spoiler alert, Aaron's inhaler has no consequence at all. I tested this out, and the outcome of the different choices is just that your screen gets a little foggy, but she will catch her breath eventually, so if the inhaler didn't exist, it would be the same, except for the screen changing. Another new addition to the game is the coins that you can collect, and with these coins you can buy graphics in the main menu, and I don't know how many I collected during my playthrough, but it was a lot. And when I finished the game, I realized that I have not used any of the coins, so for me, I would rather just have secrets or lore items. Since the coins do not impact the game and you have to go to the menu to use them, which also in my opinion is immersion breaking. Maybe they should have added locked boxes in different locations where you use the coins to open them to find additional secrets or lore. But maybe that's too much like Resident Evil, so I don't know about that. But they could have used the coins to impact the game more in my opinion. So how is the facing in the game? Well, let's just say the game takes an unnecessary long time until something actually happens. Yes, I'm speaking of the famous hiking section. It just felt very stretched for no particular reason except for introducing the new game mechanics. It is a very big place and a lot to discover in the game, and I enjoyed that you have moments where you can interact with certain things that can mean your death, which makes you hesitant to make certain choices which felt realistic and kept you on your toes. So, is this game scary? No, it's not. In my opinion, there are certain games that have a ton of jump scare to scare you, and it works for them, for example Medan. Then there are other games that focus more on fewer jump scares and more on the factor of making you feel uneasy or on edge. I like both of these factors if it's mixed in a good way, and I felt that this game did a good job on that. It's not perfect in any way, but it's good enough. Let's dive down to the core of this game, the choices. Like all the other Dark Picture Anthology games, it is based on your choices, and the choices you make can be a life or death situation for your precious characters. I felt that through the game, the choices did matter for the most part, but there were some choices that felt unfair and that they were more based on luck. For people that have played the game, I think you know exactly what situations I'm talking about. The story is not bad in my opinion, but it sometimes felt like the game left a lot of the story out to dry. And for the love of God, please remove these story scenes that pops up every now and then. Maybe I'm old school and like to read out loud to understand the story instead of being pulled out of the game and into a storytelling video. It just felt like I lost immersion every time it happened. I know I can skip it, but since it's part of the lore and I want to know the lore, I won't skip it. So we're finally here, guys. The final verdict. My final verdict for this game is a 7 out of 10. It's an average game. It's not great, but it's not bad either. The game has its moments when it shines, while it has other moments when it doesn't. I did have fun playing this game, and I know that my review sounds like I didn't enjoy the game, but I did at certain points. And it's always fun trying to make everyone survive in these games, and I look forward to seeing how they improve with their next release. So would I recommend people buying this game? If you do enjoy QTE games like these, yes, I think you should buy the game. Definitely. It is a good play and it's a good story, and I enjoyed most of the part of the game. Even if I have some things that I don't enjoy about the game, does not mean that I didn't enjoy the overall experience in the game. But that was it for this review, guys. What did you think about the game, and what is your verdict? Please do comment down below. I would really like to know. If you enjoyed this video, goddamn, it feels like everybody's repeating the same goddamn sentence. If you like this video, please leave a like and sub. You know what? You do whatever you like, bro. If you like this video and you don't sub and you don't like, that's totally fine. And if you like and you sub, that's also totally fine. I would appreciate if you pressed sub and like. Have to be honest about that at least. Anyways, guys, have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is at your place, and I will crack a cold one with you the next time. Bye, guys.